So good of okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining our 15 minutes MTU Go Live workshop. We are going to tell you a couple of important topics about the Go Live that is ahead of us. Well, you know, day-ahead market, that is the concerned market of this Go Live, is our biggest market, the first market and the most important market of HUPX, and actually the whole internal energy market. Today, HUPX day-ahead market is representing like a volume that is equals to 2/3 of the Hungarian consumption. So I believe that it's very important for not only Hungary but also the region. And why we are here? There will be a structural change in this market. As of today, we are trading on the day-ahead market in 60 minutes resolution, and from next week, from 30th of September, with the delivery day of 1st of October, there will be a change in this resolution, and from then on, 15 minutes will be the new resolution of the market. It equals to the resolution of the balancing time unit. So with that change, actually all the market participants will be able to better fit the trading activity to the actual demand or supply requirements. It sounds actually quite a simple change. 60 minutes is changing to 50 minutes, but well, for us, for market operators, it is actually a big change because it has a huge demand on the performance side of the market of the systems that we are operating. This is why it took quite a lot of time to achieve this step in our work. And well, you know, when we are optimizing all the simple orders, and on top of that, the especially optimization of the block orders, this is quite a huge performance burden on our systems. And of course, we want to safeguard this and provide you with safe and reliable operations. So after this, let's say, multiple years of project, we are happy to announce that next week we are going live with this huge next step on our day-ahead market. And my colleagues will tell you about all the details that is necessary to know about this. My colleague Rita from HUPX will tell you about our side, but also colleagues from ECC, EPEX, and Movir will tell their side of the story. So, well, thank you again for joining us, and well, wish you a, let's say, efficient and informative workshop. And please ask your questions, and we try to answer it during the meeting. So, well, have a nice workshop.
Thank you very much, Yuri. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Rita Reberger-Hódos, and I will share my screen shortly, just a few seconds. Okay. Voting. So I think you can see my screen now. just a minute and you will have the bigger picture. So, as I have already mentioned, my name is Rita Reberger-Hódos, and I am representing here as a market development expert. I am also the responsible person for the 50-minute MTU project. And as we are approaching to the official go live date next week, I would like to highlight firstly what changes on our markets. So the most fundamental change would be that we will have the new final resolution on our day-ahead market, the 15-minute MTU. So it practically means that you will be able to submit 15-minute MTU linear and block orders. And actually, you can do that from the 19th of September from 5:30 in the afternoon. Here, I would like to draw your attention that we have made an updated day-ahead market product specification, or so-called Annex 3, and this is available on our web page. And with the implementation of the 15-minute MTU resolution, I would like to highlight that we have a new official day-ahead market price, the 15-minute MTU, and these are the prices which are the leading ones, and you should use them for clearing and settlement. Finally, I would like to highlight that we researched our early portfolio for you, and here we can offer you the cross-product matching. This will be available, and it practically means that the 15-minute MTU products can be matched with the early ones. And on the other side, we have some things which remain. So first of all, I have already mentioned to you that you will still have the early orders, also for the linear and also for the block products. And we intend to publish early price index. So it will be still available on HUPX labs and our SFTP server, and they are calculated as a strict arithmetical average of the underlying 50-minute MTU prices. So actually, it ensures that no arbitrage will be allowed on the market. And also because we have such a well-established good working fallback regime, shadow ocean resolution will remain early even after the 50-minute MTU go live. And I would like to give you some takeaways for your preparation, because I would like to strongly highlight that the supported types and parameters of orders remain unchanged with the 15-minute MTU go live. But here is one important note, that block orders in the same sponge block family must be submitted with the same resolution. So please note that cross-resolution mixing is not possible on our markets. And here is another strongly recommended message from Limos and TSOs. So please use the 15-minute MTU orders, because they will facilitate you in more efficient bidding. And also because I would like to highlight, this is a very important change, that there is no paradoxically rejected 15-minute MTU curve order. While early resolution linear order now can be paradoxically rejected. So it means that the acceptance of bids can be a bit suboptimal in very rare cases. And finally, if you need to submit price-taking orders, just make it sure that you always do it in a 15-minute MTU resolution. And then the next slide, this will be an important one, because I will present our changes in our data and reporting services. So we will have our trading data available on HUPX Labs, which is our primary data source, and also on our SFTP server. Let me begin with the HUPX Labs, where 50-minute MTU and early switch will be introduced for each dataset. And it will enable you to access both historical and up-to-date data. About the early data publication, it's very important that we can provide data from the 1st of January 2020 for our subscribers. But the early data publication will be halted with the 15-minute MTU go live. But we have some exception here, the prices and volumes, because with the switch, they will continue to be updated in early format even after the go live. And about the 15-minute MTU datasets, I can tell you that they will be available after the 15-minute MTU go live. But for prices and volumes and flow data, the historical early values will be retrospectively split into 15-minute intervals back to the 1st of January. We made that decision because we also wanted to provide you full year consistent rating reports for the whole year. And finally, I would like to highlight that HUPX Labs provides you API endpoints for all day ahead market datasets. And about the SFTP, I can tell you that changes totally reflect the changes on HUPX Labs. So we have our yearly reports here. For example, the prices and volumes and flow reports. They will be provided on quarterly basis from the go live date. And historical data from the 1st of January 2025 until the go live will be divided. So you will have the full year consistent trade reports here. The publication of early reports will be ceased after the go live, but the old report remain available with the old flag for our members. And the next one, I would like to give you some message. Message is related to the curves. The first one is related to the aggregated curve data provision. So please note that the aggregated curve information will be generated on a quarterly basis, but the content itself will be adjusted with early market data information to reflect all MTUs on the day ahead market. And actually, you can see the whole list. And the other point is a MATS novelty. So we have a new trading system, the multi-ocean trading system with HUPX. And with the MATS trading system, you will be able to submit hybrid curves. The next is a short summary of our reports, some of them. So as I have already mentioned that we have updated info user sheets, and I included here a +1, the trade report, because I just wanted to highlight that the trade report will be generated on a quarterly basis, and it will cover your full product portfolio for the 15-minute and also the early MTUs. And as I am approaching to the end of my presentation, let's see some of the negative scenarios, the incident and performance degradation management. But let's start with good news. So we have a comprehensive, very user-friendly document on our website, or will be shortly available on our website, which is a fallback manual. This document really guides you what to do in case of such situation like fallback. And I really recommend you to just download and read it. And related to the 15-minute MTU implementation, please be informed that we will have a rollback period in the first 7 days after the go live. Practically, it means a switch back to the 60-minute MTU configuration. So please save your early configuration until the 6th of October. And then if there is a rollback, please note that it is something to be implemented within 2 calendar days. And this will be just in case, but we hope it won't happen, but it will be investigated and communicated by the NEMO and TSO community and by the individual NEMOs. And finally, about corrective measures. So with the implementation of the 50-minute MTU, we will have so much more orders than we have now. So NEMOs and TSOs may apply specific corrective measures to maintain adequate performance of the algorithm, and it can practically mean changes in algorithm parameters, limitation to offered products, technical features, and in overall usage range of products. But it is something to be announced in 7 calendar days prior its application. And I think I have my final slide. As I have already mentioned previously, with the 50-minute MTU implementation, we will have so much more orders than now because we have the final resolution, of course. And that's why the calculation of euphemia, the market coupling algorithm, was prolonged or has to be prolonged to half an hour. So this required to find time in the current process to maintain a feasible and safe operation. And actually, from the central changes, we have a local change, and this is very important for you as well, that our HUPX reports will be generated with approximately a 10-minute shift. And I think that was my last slide. So I would like to give the floor to the next presenter, Clement from HUPX. Thank you so much.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm Clément, joining from HUPX. Can you please, Gabriela, maybe confirm that you can see my screen? Can you hear me? Okay, I see some thumbs up, so I suppose that you can actually see my screen. If someone else can confirm with a thumbs up, that would be appreciated.
Okay, we can see you and hear you.
Okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
perfect. So the aim of the presentation is to navigate with you through the maths interface to let you see how will the 15 MTU change will be reflected in the maths environment. As a reminder, what I'm sharing now is the maths Simu2 environment, which is already available for all the HUPX members, which is already configured with the 15 MTU resolution. And we will navigate through the menus and the main tools and change that you may be able to notice as a member. So we have published for today the auction, the DAC auction, which was run in the afternoon. Now with the new 15 MTU introduction, you will see that you will have a different display because you will get 2 breakdown per your portfolios. You will now see that you have a 15-minute duration and 60-minute duration. This will be applied both on the linear and block level of the portfolios for all your portfolios, with a special case for the physical fulfillment monthly and weekly portfolio. In the maths environment, by configuration, you will see the display of the monthly and the weekly position in 15 and 60 minutes. But it will always be placed on the 15 minutes. As presented earlier, the price taking order will only be submitted in 15 minutes. So this is why your monthly and weekly position will always be reflected on the 15 minutes. And even if it will appear in your bidding interface, you will never have any position on the 16-minute resolution, neither for the monthly nor the weekly. So as you can see here, we have the same portfolio with two resolutions, and it will be possible for you to place order on the two resolutions at the same time. They will not be contradicting position. They will be complementary position. So it can be that the position here placed, as you've seen, with for 96 period for the 15-minute resolution is executed, and at the same time, you have execution for the 24 period, the hourly submission. So it can be that the two are accepted at the same time. Only one is accepted and executed, or none is accepted / executed. So they are really independent bids, just like when you are submitting on one portfolio and the second portfolio at the same time. Bidding wise, the possibility that you will have in the bidding interface will be the exact same. You have the same number of maximum price step that you can submit. The submission logic is the same. The only difference between the two resolutions will be the number of period that you have available in the bidding matrix. Obviously, you will not be able to submit a 15-minute order for a 60-minute order because you will have too many periods. It will not be copy pasted normally. But if you are trying to place a 60-minute order on the 15-minute portfolio, so with 24 period only, it is feasible because it will accept the first 24 period. So this is something to be careful with when you are submitting your order on the MATS trading system. Similarly to what I mentioned for the linear orders, the same will apply for the blocks. You will be able to submit blocks in 15-minute resolution, and you will be able to submit as well blocks on 60-minute resolution. Same here, there is no change in the principle of the execution or the bidding submission. The only difference will be in the number of periods that you will have. For the result, that will be a change, and the change that will be important to understand is that the published indexes will always be published in 15 minutes. We will not publish on the MATS interface. You see here it's 15 minutes, but you don't have the possibility to change this. This is not a parameter that you can modify. We will always publish in the resolution the algorithm is calculating the result in, which is 15 minutes. However, this in the published indexes, that will be the same in your global result view. You see here that you don't have the possibility to modify the duration in the global view, in the whole view, where you have all your execution details with the linear blocks and aggregated volume. Same if you have the breakdown on the portfolio level. Here you will not be able to fine-tune the resolution that you want to have, but you will have the possibility. You have two tabs here to go into the details of your position for the linear and the blocks order. And here you will have the possibility to fine-tune the execution of your order. Here you have seen that on the portfolio TH01, you had blocks submitted on 15-minute and 60-minute resolution. If you want to have the breakdown of which order blocks were accepted for which resolution, in this tab, you will have the possibility to check everything. Here, if you just navigate, you select, you see that we have the same information for the two resolution, and the only change is the display with all the period and the executed volume. Similarly, we can do the same for the linear. For the linear here, you will see the order ID, the executed volume, and the duration per duration. Here, this is not displayed because there has not been any paradoxically rejected linear volume. But if you download the market result, you will have the possibility to double check and confirm that indeed there was no rejection of a 60-minute volume. Here, the file format will be the exact same, with the only change will be the market time resolution unit here. As we mentioned, it will always be published, the indexes in 15-minute resolution. You will still get the breakdown that we have seen, the global view aggregated per portfolio and per blocks and linear in 15 minutes as well. And then you will get your breakdown here. You see that you have the 15-minute block, their status, just like we have checked in the blocks tab. And here you will have the linear orders with this new column that is added, the paradoxically rejected volume. Here you see that it's 0 everywhere. So that's why it was not displayed in the interface here. But if you had some volume that were paradoxically rejected, a new column would be added with the volume, so you would not even need to download the market result to see it. That would be already reflected in the trading system GUI. And here, same, you would have the blocks result for the 60 minutes, same with the block in the linear order, sorry, in 60 minutes, and the paradoxically rejected volume. As also previously mentioned, this can happen only for the 60-minute linear orders. For the 15-minute linear order, there will never be some paradoxically rejected volume. The only market situation that would lead to a partial execution of your order would be curtailment. But same, that would be also reflected in the market coupling result, where you would have the curtailment ratio being mentioned in the market result file. Similarly to the market result file, we have the trade report XML, which is also not changing in its structure per se, but which will now reflect the new resolution. Same here, we will publish in 15-minute resolution the market result. Let me scroll after the result. So you will have the publish indexes at the beginning, and then you will see that you have your executed trade. Be it 60 minutes or 15 minutes, it will always be reflected into 15 minutes orders. Here you see that you have an order which was submitted in 60 minutes. The result for the allocated volume that you will see will always be with the lowest resolution in 15 minutes, just like the market results are published. But you will get all the information from your 60-minute linear order or the block order that you will have. Similarly, for the linear in 15 minutes and the blocks for 60 and 15 minutes, you will always get the same granularity in the file. And so yeah, this will be basically the change in the interface that you will see. We have as well the bidding form. So given that we will not offer only 15 minutes, but also 60 minutes, so hourly resolution for the orders, The current trading on BL form that are available on the HUPX website will remain, the one with 60 minutes. If you are willing to submit an order and you're not able, you will always be able to send us a mail with the volume for the hourly position. Same if we do a quick integration, it will always work for you to copy paste in the trading system directly. So let's take tomorrow we want to add a 60-minute position. You will still be able to use it for the submission. Same with the blocks. The principle remains the same. We have the same number of periods. But in addition to those already existing trading on BL form, we will also add the SDAC 15-minute MTU trading on BL form. They are the exact same as the Pan IDA one, because as you know, in Pan IDA, we already have a 15-minute resolution. So they are the same in the sense that they have the same time resolution. They have the same number of period. The only difference will be in the market that you are filling, the market information that you are filling here. And here the same, you would be able to use them for your submission. Let's say that we want to put at any price some volume, you would be able to submit just with the usual copy paste. And that's it for the change in the trading system. I don't know if there is already any question or if we should answer to them by the end of the presentation.
Thank you very much, Clement, for the presentation. And I think we have Katarina on board. Are you here, Katarina?
Yes, I'm here. I'm
Thank
starting
you.
to share.
Yes, you can share your presentation. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Katharina Grundmann from ECC, and I would like to briefly introduce you to the adjustments on ECC side of the introduction of the 15 MTU project. Due to the granularity change, the adjustments only appear in the trade and payment reports. And you received all this information in our clearing circular back in July. And I would like to present them to you again. The trade and payment reports will include, after the successful go live, the quarter-hour products instead of hourly ones. And therefore, the volume of the data and the reports will increase because the ST Power products will quadruple. I created a short example of the trade report for you. You see the number of contracts which remain in megawatt hour, and the total quantity will be divided by 4 to 22.75, and it will be reflected in megawatt hour. The prices will be shown for each quarter hour in the report. The same for the payment report. They are nearly identical. And that's our big change so far. In the invoice report, this one will be unchanged in the structure. And previously you saw the 60-minute ST Power products aggregated in the report. And now after the go live, the 50-minute ST Power products will be aggregated in the same way and finally displayed in total. So far, very fast here. There are no further changes for ECC members. And if you have any questions or need any report examples, maybe you did not participate in the member testing, you can contact Physical Settlement at ECC, and I can provide you necessary reports here. So, thank you so far.
Thank you very much, Katarina, for the presentation. And I would like to call Gábor from Mavir, from our TSO.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon to all you. Let me quickly share my screen.
Thank you very much.
Can you see my screen? Okay, great. Okay, first of all, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Gábor Katona, and I'm responsible for the market integration topics within the Mavir. And during the following section, I tried to quickly or briefly sum up the TSO-related design approaches, which will be applied during or after the 15 minutes MTU go live. I really hope that there will be no surprise at all. So maybe it will be a kind of, how to say, double check together with you. Okay, then let's see, or let's start the details. As you all know, from TSO's point of view, we are more concerned by the pre and the post coupling phases. So that's why I a bit focus on these two phases. Regarding the pre-coupling phase, the main task on TSO side is to calculate the available capacities which can be offered to the market. And here I would like to emphasize that from principle level, there is no modification on the capacity calculation methodology, meaning that we exactly use the same approach as we do today. What is the only modification on this step? Actually, it is at the end of the process. After we have the hourly capacity data, we will transform it into quarterly resolution, and this will be offered to the whole market to be allocated. So in principle level, there is no change at all. And practically, it also means that there shall be exactly the same set of offer capacity in each quarter, I mean, within a particular hour. So within an hour, there will be no capacity profile available for allocation. That's really important. With regards to the post-coupling phase, purely from market participants' point of view, there is no any major change which would have some impact on them, meaning that all the cross-border tasks shall be taken by Mavir, as we are still the designated cross-border shipper entity, and we will manage all the scheduling and financial settlement tasks. Of course, it's valid for the normal day scenarios, but in case there would be some fallback situation, meaning that some partially or full decoupling would be needed, we will still apply the currently used solution, meaning that the shadow auction conducted by Joe. And what is really important with regards to this design element is that the resolution of the shadow auction shall remain 60 minutes. So that's really important that in this case, we will not switch to 50 minutes MTU. That's for sure. And please take into consideration this if it's needed, but really hope that it will be not necessary at all. These are the main design elements regarding the TSO's steps and issues. Then let me highlight some further other aspects that could be interesting to you as well. Most probably you already were informed that the formal TSO publications shall remain the same, meaning that the MTU transparency platform and Joe publication tool will provide exactly the same set of data as today, but of course, where relevant, the 50 minutes MTU resolution will be also applied. So those kind of market data shall be published based on 15 minutes resolution for sure. And what I wanted to also highlight, but it was also presented by Rita already, that there will be a kind of rollback period for the situation if we realize some extreme unexpected issue with the daily process which cannot be quickly solved and occurred more than one times, the rollback period should be triggered. Yeah, the details was already mentioned, so I do not want to really say it again. But anyhow, what I also wanted to highlight that this period is 1 week only. So if within the first 7 days it will not be applied, it couldn't do so after that. So that's also really important that it's quite limited period of time. And yeah, actually from TSO's point of view, these were all. As you can see, there are really limited modifications which has some direct impact or concern to you. So I really hope it will be really smooth go live. And yeah, this is what I wanted to quickly sum up with you. So if you have any question, please raise it. And that was my part. And thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you very much, Gabor. I think we are at the end of our event, our online webinar. And also, I would like to say thank you very much for the presentations. And also, I am so grateful to have so many of you here. Sorry, I just turned on my camera because I think this is the appropriate way to close the webinar. So I think now we only have just a few questions left. So for example, so we should upload our orders only in the 15-minute resolution and prices will be only in 15-minute resolution, right? No, actually our product portfolio will be still available. So you can choose whatever you want, but this is a general recommendation from NEMOS and TSOs to use the final resolution because it really enhances the more efficient bidding. Yes, and on the top of that, I would like to highlight again that the official market prices for clearing and settlement will be the quarterly ones, so please use that. But here I would like to add that we will publish hourly index, and the hourly market price will be the arithmetic average of the quarterly ones. So actually, for information purposes, you will still have the hourly price, but use the total hourly price for any transactions. And that's it. I just checked the questions again, but I think we have finalized all of them. Thank you very, very much for your participation, and we will send you a questionnaire. And you can provide your feedback. And also, as I have already mentioned to you, do not forget to check our website because we will upload some very useful material for you. Also, this webinar will be available. And if you have any questions, then we have a market operation email address. So you can use that and email us, or you can book an appointment with our sales and marketing department. Thank you very much for joining, and I would like to wish you a very successful preparation. And also, again, thank you for the presenters. It was very appreciated for them to take their time. So have a nice afternoon. Bye-bye.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
You.